This video is to cover the immunization and tuberculosis risk screening process for incoming students to University of California, Santa Cruz in fall of 2018 or later. We will review the requirements, resources for assistance, and how to log in and submit your student health data to Healthy Messenger, the student health portal. First, go to healthcenter.ucsc.edu. This is the Health Center homepage with many other related resources. And about halfway down on the left-hand side, there is immunization and TB screening requirements. After clicking on that, we can see a number of pieces of information. There are answer to frequently asked questions, the UC immunization requirements, a link to the UC policy, a link to the form for high-risk conditions, a link to a PDF version of today's presentation with screenshots and directions, and a link to this video. First things first, when beginning the immunization and TB risk screening process is to gather your records from childhood for immunization. They might look like this, with a yellow immunization card or a high school transcript. At the bottom of this high school transcript, there are vaccination dates. That will help you in completing the form. When you're ready, you can log in to Health Messenger, which is our student health portal. You can click on any banner that says Healthy Messenger Secure Login on our website, or you can type in https://studenthealth.ucsc.edu. Once there, you will log in with Cruise ID Gold. You can only log in to Healthy Messenger after you have accepted admittance to the University of California, Santa Cruz. Enter your date of birth and click Proceed. This is the home page for Healthy Messenger. I'm going to go over a few general things, and then we will get right in to the compliance forms that we need to fill out. Just one quick overview. This web page is responsive, and so right now this left navigation is showing, but if you're on mobile and your screen is narrower, that left navigation is hidden. So just click on the three little lines and that will bring it up. Any communication regarding immunization compliance should be done via messages inside of this secure portal. That way we will protect your health information. Email is not a secure form of communication for this. The first form you will complete is the Notice of Privacy Practices. The Notice of Privacy Practices is acknowledging that you have read the Notice of Privacy Practices. The next form we will discuss is the Tuberculosis Risk Screening. You can get to this form by clicking on Forms or from the home page, Mandatory Tuberculosis Risk Screening. This risk screening is 5 questions. Please read and answer the questions, and at the bottom, submit final. If you have any follow-up, we will send a secure message for further action regarding tuberculosis screening. You can also see your compliance for tuberculosis under immunizations. I'm going to complete this form now. After complete, clicking proceed, and I can see under compliance that I am compliant with the TB risk screening. The next form I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Forms, and I'm going to click on the Immunization History form. Note there's a couple of different sections on this form which I would like to talk about. First off is the Required section, and then there's also a Other section. Required immunizations are related to the UC immunization requirements, and you will be required to show positive immunity to these diseases, either through a blood test or proof of vaccination. There's a couple other details. There are very specific intervals which must be met, ages and intervals for these vaccinations. Please read carefully. A couple of other things I would like to point out. On questions 1, 2, 3, and 4, these are all regarding MMR. And so if you've had an MMR vaccine, you would only complete number 1. But if you've had a blood test, which is a test to show immunity, you can enter 2, 3, and 4. But you only need to do 1 or 2, 3, and 4. The same exists for varicella, aka chickenpox. The required disease compliances are measles, mumps, rubella, varicella, pertussis, which is whooping cough, and if you're 21 or younger, meningococcal conjugate, which is not meningitis B. When you're done with the immunization form, at the bottom, you can either save partial if you want to come back to the form, or you can submit final. Saving partial means you will have to log back in and click submit. To see your compliance status after clicking submit final, you can click on immunizations, and this will show whether or not you're non-compliant or compliant. Now, what if you have a question about this, or you're missing a certain vaccine and you want to find out what to do? To do that, you click on Messages, New Message, and then Immunization and TB Risk Screening Requirement Questions. This will give you a direct line to a nurse who is an expert on this process. Please fill out the information and then allow up to 2 weeks for a response. There's been a high message volume. Once you complete the TB risk screening form and the immunization history form, you can check your compliances, and that's it for today. Thank you.